Controller is lost. Guys, I lost my controller. I can't find it. And then the stream, it's over. All right. Make sure I'm on the correct save slot. Yep. All right, so here we go. Back on. I think this is attempt number 2, right? Yeah. Attempt number 2. It's the farthest we got. We're in the snow dimension. I forgot what it's called. The 11th dimension. We left off on a significantly better run than last time. There's a lot more bandicoots to go. But also, this is when the game actually gets serious. Because now, for every single level, I have to make the decision of, do I want to just complete the level, or also try to do the inverted to get a skin? Because like I said, the rules state, you know, 1 skin equals 1 life. I have to complete every normal version of the each level, and then I can only complete each level in 1 attempt. Well, 1 time, right? So that doesn't mean I have to play the inverted levels, but it is an option if I want to get the skins. Because now from this point forward, just completing the level 100% isn't enough to gain another life. So this is when the game actually like begins, at least in my eyes, and the difficulty actually starts. All that other stuff is like, yeah, you just play the regular version, but from now on, I have to essentially complete every level twice if I want to gain lives. So we'll see how this pans out. Hopefully it goes well. Also, I should have the fire alarm issue fixed. I finally replaced the battery. Hopefully that doesn't make any sounds. Unless is there something behind me? No. Okay. So damn, I needed to. How did I? Oh yeah, we got the time powers now. Oh yeah, then with the time power, yeah, this is gonna start getting complicated real quick. So I gotta determine it. Wait, do these fall quickly? You know, I'm not gonna find out. But yeah, I need to determine, do I actually need... So I don't actually have to go for all the crates. I only need to get 7 gems. So it could be strategic to not go for the gems if I think the gems could cause me to die. And then just, you know, try to complete the level twice in another way. I got, even though it does get harder since if I do want to gain lives, I have to play through the game essentially 2 times. But I do get a little bit more wiggle room in what I have to do now. I don't actually have to go for all the crates. Of course, you know, I could just go for all the crates first attempt, so that way the second attempt, the only thing I need to do is just complete it. Which could make things easier, depending on how you view stuff. For now, I'm just gonna try to get all the crates, if possible. Oh shoot, how does this work? Oh. Okay, I see. Oh wait. Can I even get up there? Did I mess up? I may have messed up. Yeah, I should have bounced off the thing and got the crate up there. Cause I don't... Are those nitro crates like... Hold on. I get that much height. How much height do I get from this? It's almost the same height. But those nitro crates are ever so slightly higher. I might be able to... nope. Okay. Oh my goodness. The momentum from the ice. Oh, that almost got me killed. Oh, okay, I see. So to do this, I Gotta do that. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. So I'm still trying to remember. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, it's not over yet. I still got the chance of getting 100%. Okay. Gosh, this ice is gonna get me killed. Alright. Should be good to do that. Ooh. Right into the nitros. Alright, got all the crates. Let's go. Alright. So, didn't have to restart there. We got the chance to get all the crates still. That's something on the left. I don't see anything, so I don't think so. I do see the crate up there. Yeah, the depth perception kind of makes this hard to see if I'm lined up or not. Okay, I was. You know, the funny thing is, I think this was the first level. It was either this version. Yeah. I think this version or the Cortex version. One of them was like the first time I like lost a significant amount of lives on my first playthrough. And I think it was like in this section. I don't remember if it was the Crash version or the version with Cortex that was killing me a lot. Either way, I mean, we got the artist Crash, and this is a beautiful scenery, so there's no way we die here, right? I should get on this side, because I think there's a crate over here. Yeah. Ice. Okay. Hidden gem. See anything? What's up here? Alright. It is so easy to die here just because the ice is, I mean the water, like, yeah, like that. It's weird. On some of the ice things you can slide jump off of, and then some of the other ones you like instantly die, which I don't know why. Cause like when you slide, right, you kind of stay in the air for a little bit. You like don't immediately go down. So, yeah, I died there. Dang. Rest in peace, the artist Crash. No, maybe I shouldn't slide jump there. I mean, slide jump gives me more height, but it might be safer to not slide jump because it's not consistent with if you die or not. Alright, who's next? We got Booty Seeker Coco. It's alright that this is the first time we reached this far, so we have some learning to do. But I now know they're probably not slide jump there. Even though the slide jumps give me more height. For some reason, some of the ice things will kill you. Or maybe it's the waterfall, or there might be slightly higher water there for some reason or something. Something kills you there. And you can't slide jump on all of the ice. But how does a pirate deal with the code? Oh, what's up, Phantom? How are you doing? Been a while. I pressed that way too early. There we go. But yeah, what have you been up to, Phantom? It's I haven't talked with you since December? I think whenever it's the last Smash Bros stream, which I think the last Smash Bros stream was in December. I might die. Okay, that was kind of get close. But I hope you've been doing well. Hope life hasn't been kicking you too hard. I've been doing alright. Life been, you know, money. I just wish the world wasn't so dependent on money sometimes. There's so many things that can slow you down, or you have to like do so many things just to get money sometimes. It's not easy to come by. You're doing pretty good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do that. And then I think you're supposed to bounce off this to get those to explode. And then, oh wait, hold on. I hope these spawned in. Okay. Alright. I absolutely love the time mechanic design in this game. Like being able to slow time to do the platforming stuff and jump off nitro crates. Because in other Crash games, nitro crates are just basically, yeah, don't touch these. They're just a no-go mechanic in the entire game. And the thing about Crash Bandicoot, what I like about it compared to other platformers, is that the collectible is very essential to the gameplay. Because most other games, like Mario, for example, the coins or stars and something, they're not really a part of the gameplay. They're just like, yeah, go collect this. Crash Bandicoot, the crates are a platforming element in itself. So the collectible is actually like a part of the game mechanics, which I really like that about Crash Bandicoot. Oh. That depth perception is so hard to see. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay. This isn't going to count. I just want to test. I just want to see where's a consistent spot to jump from. We're counting it as a depth. I want to see where you can jump from to be a consistent, so I don't just die to that just randomly guessing. Like, can you jump from this plank? So that's a little bit far to the left. So maybe jumping just a little bit. Yeah. So it would be safe to like get to this plank first, then like move a little bit down and then jump over here. So then what's the farthest range? Okay. So yeah, you want to be in between this little plank that's pointing up and in here. That's from what it looks like. Okay. But yeah, I've been doing well, Phantom. Pretty well. All right. Yes. Yeah. I won't be saying well. I've been doing all right. Okay. Decent. But like not on the higher end. Just like, yeah, I'm still alive. Dang it. Okay, what's next? Persona. But yeah, that's what I like about Crash Bandicoot. The crates are a part of the element. So the reason I like the time mask in this game is because they did try to make something interact with the nitro crates before, which was in Wrath of Cortex, but it wasn't like that really that interactive. It was just a button that made you walk on your tippy toes. So you walk like really slow so you can walk on nitro crates. But it wasn't really that much interactive other than that. You were just walking on nitro crates. And so it was very limiting in what you could do with a mechanic like that. Whereas this game, they went and improved upon it. And they're like, you know what? Why don't we make a mask that's like a whole time mechanic? And now you actually, you know, can platform off the nitro crates. And so it makes the nitro crates, you know, actually more a part of the game instead of just being stay away from this mechanic. So I'm like Crash Bandicoot 4 has so many great things, so many great additions to the game, this franchise. And it just sucks that so many people hate it just because it's much harder than the other games. And like, you need to search around more and stuff. Even though this game has one false stigma about it, that's like the biggest false thing I ever heard in my life, in which there's so many people who swear on their life that this game is impossible to beat without a guide. And I'll never understand like how people think that, because I'm like, okay, if this is impossible to beat without a guide, then how do the people who make the guides beat the game? Explain to me how that's possible. That they all just, you know, get a personal copy from the devs that highlights where everything is located? Like, huh? How did I beat the game when it came out without a guide? Am I just psychic? I just knew what everything was? Like, no. I went, looked around the levels, figured out what everything was, and found it. But people like it's astonishing what people would do just to, what they will say just because they can't accept that, you know, they just didn't want to search around and find the levels. This game is beatable without a guide. That's a fact, not a, oh, I am mixing myself up with this button right now. Okay. It's just a fact that you can beat this game without a guide. Is it easy? No. No. Not at all easy. Is you need to be dedicated and, you know, search very well. But it can be beaten without a guide. Which, like, I have no problem with people saying like, oh, this game is hard, it's not for me. I don't like the location of the crates and stuff. Like, yeah. If you don't like that, sure, that's your opinion. But I just hate when people say you have to use a guide, because that's just a straight up lie. Like, there's a difference between your opinion and just straight up telling lies, and that's just a lie. It's not a fact. You don't need a guide to beat this game. A guide makes it easier, but it's not needed. But like this, I think this game adds so many good mechanics to it that just makes it superior to the other Crash Bandicoot games. And like, honestly, okay, yeah, I should be lined up now. This game is just really fun to me. And I don't care what other people say, I will play this game, and I will love every moment of it. And people say this game is very unfair, but I'm like, I feel like it's honestly the most fair out of all the Crash Bandicoot games. Because there's something that always like bothered me as a kid. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the original trilogy of games. You know, I grew up on those. Crash Bandicoot 2 is my first favorite video game. But like, I'm not gonna deny the fact that there was some mechanics that's kind of like, why? Crash, those games had some hidden stuff that was like kind of bonkers. Like they literally hid stuff behind death planes. Like, you know how like if you in you will see like a pitch black, right? Like you a pitfall, right? You think, oh, that's gonna kill me, so you make sure you don't fall down there. Crash Bandicoot 2 literally has some stuff hidden in a pitch black pitfall, so you have to just blindly jump down there, and then it's just stuff hidden down there, and you're like, oh wow, and there's no indication you can go down there either. You just jump down there. Like, literally, only reason I found that as a kid was because I couldn't find the crates, and so I just got like what do you call it? Desperate. I was gonna say a certain word that starts with an S, but I don't think I should be saying that on YouTube. But I got desperate to find the stuff, the crates, so I just started jumping off into pitfalls, and then just because I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. And then when I found there was some crates in there, I was like, what is this? Why is this in here? And like, people say stuff is unfair in this game, but I'm like, that they literally had stuff hidden in death pits. Like, how is that more fair than Crash Bandicoot 4 that doesn't have anything like that? Like, explain to me how this game is more unfair than a game that literally had stuff hidden in death pits. Or Crash 3. Crash 3 literally has a level you cannot access unless you get killed by a random pterodactyl. And that pterodactyl looks the exact same as every other pterodactyl. And so there's no indication that you need to get killed by it to get to a secret level. So I'm so confused on how people say, honestly can say, wait, how do I do this? So I don't want to get hit. I don't want to actually bop my head on the top platform and die. Or can I just make that? Or would it be better to do this? Yeah, yeah. And then I could just jump onto the second one. Like that. Yeah, yeah. That's the safe way to get through. But yeah, I don't see how people think stuff being hidden behind a death plane is more fair than Crash Bandicoot just putting a crate like slightly off screen to the side that you can see if you just move the camera. Like, explain to me how that makes sense. Like, I would much rather deal with all the stuff in Crash Bandicoot 4 than have to be literally jumping down death pits just randomly hoping I find a crate. Like I don't understand how... Oh, wait, no. You know what? I'm gonna let that reset. And then on top of that, if we push things to the extreme, because as a kid, I was very stubborn, right? So sometimes I really did not want to continue to a next level unless I got everything. I can't believe I messed that up. I rarely get killed by an enemy directly. How did I mess that up? But I was stubborn, right? So I didn't really want to continue to a next level unless I like got all the crates, right? Which if I did that in Crash Bandicoot 4, you can beat the game. You get all of the color gems, because there's some color gems, right? The color gems unlock paths, and you can only get to those paths unless you have the color gem, right? And all of the color gems in this game, you get them before you need to use them. So if you go with the stubbornness I had as a kid, you can beat Crash Bandicoot 4 all the way through if getting every crate in every level. I mean, just look at this playthrough. I've been getting like every crate in every level on the first attempt. Now, the old Crash Bandicoot games, that was actually just straight up impossible. Because they had the gem paths before you ever can get the gem. The color gem. Which, in my opinion, I think that was like low-key poor level design. Like, why does this gem path make it impossible for me to get all the crates? So now I have to go get a gem much later in the game to come all the way back just to do a little path that's like only like 1 minute just to get all the crates. If you ask me, that's more unfair and like, well, I want to say unfair, but like weird level design. And then on top of that, there was just some levels that you honestly could not get all the crates in because they had like secret exits, right? Like especially Crash Bandicoot 2. Crash Bandicoot 2 loved the secret exits. And those secret exits to levels would unlock a secret warp room, and in that secret warp room, it have secret entrances to levels. So there was some levels you outright could not complete and get all the crates unless you started the level from the secret entrance. And the thing is, if you're a kid playing this game completely blind, how are you supposed to know that you couldn't get all the crates? So there was some levels I was just going through looking everywhere and I'm like, I can't find all the crates. What's going on? And it's because it was literally impossible to get all the crates because you had to just go through a secret exit from somewhere way later in the game. And it's like, you just wouldn't know. If you ask me, I feel like maybe those games need a more of a guide than this game, because how are you supposed to know that as a kid? I don't even know. And until you just decide, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go on and come play without getting all the crates, you would never actually move on. Like, if we push this to the absolute extremes of things, right? And say, like, a person will not move on no matter what unless they got all the crates, you cannot complete the old Crash Bandicoot games. It's impossible. You cannot complete them because you will get stuck, because there are some levels you cannot get all the crates in until you come back later. But Crash Bandicoot 4, on the other hand, you can get every crate upon the first entrance of the level. As long as you got the color gems, you can get those before you ever need them. And like, yeah. And then you've asked me, I think that's way more fair level design to be able to get everything on the first playthrough of a level, as long as you did the right things you need to do to get the color gems. But you know, people, they say Crash Bandicoot 4 is impossible, and they said you can't beat it without a guide just because they, like, for example, they hide a crate up there, so they think the game's impossible, because they're like, oh my gosh, how is someone supposed to see that? And it's all like, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can miss a crate that easily, but like, you can still get all the crates on the first playthrough of a level. Not to mention, inverted mode kind of makes the crates easier to see, that they kind of highlight the crates, so I don't know. But I think the problem is, like, I'll tell you the real reason I think people don't like Crash 4, but they like the original trilogy. Nostalgia. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's just straight up nostalgia. And like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the original trilogy. I grew up on it. I understand the feeling of nostalgia. Like, if I wasn't comparing Crash 2 to Crash 4, I'd be like, yeah, those secrets are cool to discover and figure out. It was crazy. Like, yeah, it was really crazy to, you know, figure out all that stuff, and like, you felt big brain to be figuring this stuff out. But if I take the nostalgia glasses off, like, yeah, some of that stuff is straight up BS. Way more BS than Crash Bandicoot 4, just putting the crates slightly off screen to where if you don't move the camera, it's hard to see. But that's another thing. Crash Bandicoot 4 is the first Crash game you can actually like move pan the camera, right? So like, I noticed that when I first started the game. So the first thing I immediately thought upon doing this was, oh, there's gonna be some stuff I can only spot if I pan the camera over. Like, I saw it as a intentional game mechanic that the devs put in, because you don't ever usually control the cameras in Crash Bandicoot. So like, being able to do this made me realize, like, oh, that's a mechanic of the game, moving the camera. But you know, I might be too giga brain IQ, and I might be expecting too much of other people on that, I guess. Who knows? But yeah, that will forever just never be something I would just never understand. People saying a guide absolutely is needed to beat the game. 106%. I'm like, that right there. Ooh, I missed that jump. That right there to me is just crazy. Like, I honestly just do not know how people came to that. No, I bet it had to have been some famous YouTuber that I haven't watched who said something like that, and so everybody's echo chambering it and saying like, yeah, this game absolutely needs a guide to beat it. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Because if you notice, if you go into like a lot of online communities nowadays, there's a lot of people who don't actually play the games, or if they do play it, they don't actually formulate their own opinion on stuff, and they would just say whatever like some YouTuber said, as if it's fact. Which I've noticed that's for some reason that's been like a trend of things recently. I think, I don't know if I talked about this on stream before, but yeah, there was this one time I was talking about someone about a video game, right? Ooh, that's gonna be a risky jump. Okay. But yeah, I was talking about someone about a video game. Well, I was having a discussion with them, and they were saying like the game is like really horrible, like one of the worst games in the series. And I was trying to talk with them. I was all like, I don't know. I feel like the game is... Shoot, I overshot it just so slightly. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of deaths on this level. This when the game gets a little bit harder, and it's just one slight mistime and you're dead. But I was talking to the person, right? And they were saying this game is like horrible. They were saying like all this stuff about the game. And then the thing was, they told, and I was all like, I don't know. I feel like that's not true. And then They were like, well, such and such YouTuber, such and such YouTuber said this about it. And I was all like, okay, but that's that YouTuber's opinion. What's your opinion? What do you think about it? How was your experience playing through the game? And the person was arguing for this game, said they hated it and stuff. But after I asked that question, you want to know what their response was? Oh, I don't know. I never played the game. What? Like, excuse me? What do you mean? How could you go and say that all this stuff about a game and say it's trash and it's horrible, and you never actually played the game? That right there to me is insane. And they said it's all because some YouTuber said something about it. And I'm like, dude, what's your opinion? Like we actually live in a day and age where people will repeat other people's opinions as if it's fact without actually ever experiencing the thing themselves. And that's just outright insane to me. Like, that's the age we live in now. So people will swear by stuff as if it's fact based off something someone else said. And I'm like, that's honestly just crazy. So like, if you ever like talking with someone about something now, you don't even know if they actually experienced it. They might just repeat something someone else said. And I'm like, yeah, after that, I'm like, I need to stop discussing things online to people, because you don't know if the person you're talking to anymore is actually talking to you or just repeating something someone else said. Shoot, they may even just be repeating something AI said at this point. Like, you don't know. And that's crazy to me. Like, back in the day, people used to actually formulate their own opinions. And when they talked about something, it's because they actually experienced it. But, you know, that's not how things work now, I guess. You know, it's all someone else's opinion is fact now. Like, another example is Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver. There are so many people who say that game is bad now just because, what's his name? P-Chow, Pokemon Challenges, said that it sucked. And don't get me wrong, you know, P-Chow, he's cool and all, but that might be one of his worst hot takes I've ever heard. And like, sure, from a Nuzlocke perspective, if you're Nuzlocke in the game, sure, it may not be the best playthrough because of the level cap and stuff. I'll admit that. The level scaling and stuff is off. But that's just from a Nuzlocke playthrough the game. But it wasn't designed to be a game a game is not designed about being a Nuzlocke. No Pokemon game, unless it's a fan game, is designed around being a Nuzlocke. So rating a game, there's people who's rating Heart Gold Soul Silver and saying it's bad because of the level cap and stuff. And I'm like, but what about the rest of the game? The game isn't just a Nuzlocke. There's way more to Heart Gold and Soul Silver than just a Nuzlocke perspective. Like, people would say stuff like, man, this game sucks because you get Tyranitar, Larvitar so late in the game's basically over. And it's like, no. Sure, the main part of the game is over, but there's the post game. There's the Battle Frontier. There's the Pokeathlon. All of these things you can use those late game Pokemon in. A game isn't just only the main part of the game. The post game is also part of the game. And so when you considered rating a game, wouldn't it make the most sense to rate all of the game, not just the first few hours? Like, explain to me how that makes sense. And there's so many people who keep saying it's insane to me that people say Heart Gold Soul Silver is the worst Pokemon game when we got BDSP like right there, where they didn't actually try to improve upon the game at all with the remakes. Like, it's objectively, like, just speaking from the remakes, BDSP is objectively speaking the worst remake, because all the other ones at least added more content, tried to improve upon the games. BDSP is the only one that didn't really try to improve upon the games that much at all. Like, it's actually better to play Pokemon Platinum than BDSP, if we're being honest. Which that should never be a thing. BDSP should have been better, like the definitive Sinnoh experience. It should have been better, or at least on par with Pokemon Platinum, and it's just not. And Heart Gold, Soul Silver made so many improvements over the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal that it's just astonishing to me that people are just saying, level cap, worst Pokemon game ever. Like, okay, like, why are they ignoring everything else? The Pokewalker, everything else. And I went and tried to tell someone this. Like, I don't know why. I really gotta stop trying to discuss games with people online, because people online just have crazy opinions and will never listen to reasoning. Like, I really gotta stop trying to think. Like, there's no world I will ever talk to someone online they will ever change their opinion. I need to just accept that, just not talk in discussions anymore. But shoot, ooh, that was close. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try to tell this person. I was like, rate Heart Gold, Soul Silver for the entire game, not just the level cap and stuff. And then the person just called me a dumb idiot, saying I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, okay. So like, I was trying to have a civilized discussion with this dude, and they just called me a dumb idiot for telling them to rate the entire game and not just the level caps, and say it's the worst game from that. But yep. I'm apparently the dumb idiot for saying that. Like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, we lived in a cursed age. We lived in a cursed age. Stuff is just outright insane in this day and age. Okay, let's not miss this jump this time. Alright, I think I should be able to beat the level from here with no more deaths. It kind of sucked to die at that boat, because that was like at the end of the level. Wait, is there a TNT here? No. Yeah, I should be good from here. If I die here, it's a fluke. Nothing up here? Okay. I like how this only activates the 2 nitro crates that were right there. Okay, level complete. Now, do I want to go for the skin? All I gotta do is just complete the level if I go for the skin. Yeah, that should be easy, right? I just gotta not drown in the water. I think most of my deaths were from landing in the water. Yeah, I should be able to do that, right? Alright, inverted mode. I just gotta get the Deathless gem, which that's always gonna be a gem you get doing this challenge, so hopefully I can do that, get the extra skin. We lost like 3 skin, I think 3 or 4 skins, unfortunately. Or 3 or 4 Bandicoots skins, whatever you want to call it. But we might be able to gain one if I could just do this without dying. Oh wait, I forgot. I think this level hurts my eyes. Oh yeah. This hurts my eyes. I'm not gonna lie about that. This is probably like one of my least favorite filters. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like that it's like a cosmic, what do you call it? A comic book aesthetic. It's pretty cool. But I think it does not fit with the ice level because it's like too much bright light and white. But it is cool seeing like the comic that. Oh wait, yeah, let's go back. Thought I was gonna get blocked by the fish. Right here is not so bad. It's just in certain parts of the level it actually hurts my eyes. I won't say I have, like, what they call it, epilepsy. Yeah, I don't have epilepsy, but my eyes are a little sensitive to light. Honestly, I probably should be wearing my glasses while playing this level. And it is so different playing a level where you're just trying to get through it instead of trying to get everything. Alright. When you instinctively hit the checkpoint, even though it does absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. My eyes. My eyes. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't miss these platforms. Okay. I need to like focus right here. Okay. Yeah, because the ice looked like a little hard to see with the water reflection. Ooh, I almost did not make that. Dun, dun. Yeah, in another level, in another world, this comic book effect probably would have been cool. But just not the ice level where everything is white. Alright. Alright, now this part. To be honest, the hardest part of this level is probably this section, and I'm surprised I have not died on it yet. Because you need to, like, really time the time mechanic very well here. Okay. Oh, wait. I need a slide jump there. No, if I remember correctly, I think the hidden gem in this level is like in such an obvious spot. I was so surprised. I was like, why is it like right above the... Yeah, actually in both versions of this level, the hidden gem is like right above crates. It's like, wow, it's not as hidden as I thought it would be. Okay, and made this jump. All right, I should be good from here. Nothing should really kill me from here. All right, let's go. All right, we got the... What skin is it? Dreading the Gnar. Nice. We made 48 minutes into the stream, and I finally beat the first level of this area. All right, stay frosty. Ooh. This level. I'm trying to remember it. Where's the hidden gem? I honestly don't remember where the hidden gem is. Wait, was it on the grind rail section? I think it was on the grind rail section. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't played this game in... Wait, when this came... in 5 years. So I don't expect me to remember everything. Dude, I was a little slow there. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, I remember there being a crate on one of these. Is it this one? No. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen a crate yet, so I don't think it's on this one. Oh yeah. There's a crate up there. Was it one of these that had a crate? Yeah, that one, okay. Yeah, so people said this is like the worst game because they had like stuff like this where the crate is here. And the thing was, like, I just figured it out by playing the game, you know. But, you know, apparently that's impossible to find. You need a crate. I mean, you need a guide to find that. You absolutely have to have a guide to find that. No ifs or buts about it. Okay, I should go back from here. Oh, this section looks tough. I might die here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I didn't see that. Well, no, don't got everything, unfortunately. So we're not getting all the crates. I should just go for the Wampa Fruit objective, right? Oh my goodness. The camera moved and it messed me up. The camera movement messed me up right there. Okay, yeah, that grinding section. Okay, so after the... I don't remember which door, but one of the doors I need to keep an eye out for the shutter. I mean the exclamation point crate. Or switch crate. Is that what do they call it? I used to call it an exclamation point crate because that's what the thing is, but I think it's called switch crate now. It's a switch that activates stuff. I don't know. Was it always called that? I have to go and look at like one of the old manuals for the Crash Bandicoot games to see if it was always called the switch crate, or was it called the exclamation point crate? There's a shark in the water. Wait a second. I just thought about something. Dude, can sharks even live in water this cold? I don't know. I don't know about shark biology like that. I'm like, can they live in Antarctic like environments? I don't know. Are they warm-blooded? I think they're warm-blooded, right? Because they're mammals, right? Or are they mammals? Or are they count as fish? I don't remember. I know a whale is a mammal, but I'm not sure if a shark... No, a shark is not, right? Biology was not my best subject. It was probably like my second worst subject, if being honest. So, no, I don't think they're mammals. I think that's just whales. Oh, yeah, because sharks have gills, right? So, yeah, they're not mammals. But my only question is, can they live in the Antarctic temperature? I don't know if they can or not. That thing is moving so slow and menacingly. Wait, did I get the crate back here? Yeah, I did. Okay, this part again. Okay, was the... Yeah, I think it was after this part, right? Alright. Okay, hopefully I don't mess this up this time. There we go. Nah, but it's really crazy how close I am to brushing death. With a brush of death every single time I'm playing like every level. Because like it is extremely easy to die in this game. Like I am making it look easy, but that's just because I've been playing Crash Bandicoot for years. Ooh, it's playing Cortex theme. Dun, 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 dun. I love Cortex's theme. It's so catchy. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, so I have to get over there from here. Oh, that's how you get up there, right? I don't see any other way. I just must have to time this very well. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to start paying attention to icicles. Is there anything more to the left? I don't think so. Man, I'm gonna have to start looking out for icicles because I definitely was not ready for that. Good thing they gave me an Aku. Yeah, there's some icicles right there. That almost got me. Bonus area. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye for those icicles now, because that I don't want to get killed by an icicle of all things. Thing is, I don't know if this is a trap or not. Oh my goodness. I accidentally... And there's icicles right there. Okay, there might be something farther ahead I need to reach, so... Let's just rush through this. Oh, there is no... Ah, dang it. I got caught by the what was that? SNL Crash. Thank you for the follow. I missed that earlier. Dang, I got caught by the flame crate of all things. I saw the crate ahead. I was like, oh no, I need to rush to get that. And then the flame crate was actually active at that moment. Alright, who's next? Party Grass Crash. It's your turn. Yeah, whenever you see a switch like that in the bonus area, you just know it's like, oh, you need to do something because they're gonna lock you by the iron crates are gonna lock you out somewhere. The drawback of like not playing this game in 5 years and just jumping straight into this challenge. So many things I'm gonna get killed by because I just don't remember. But you know what? I think it makes it more interesting. All right, like what's more interesting? I know everything. And so I receive less deaths because I already remember everything, or me not remembering everything, and so I get killed by some random stuff every time. I know there's someone out there that's keeping track of every way I die, and they're like, how many random ways would this person die? I'm pretty sure most of my deaths are just from me missing a platform. Like, I am like 70% sure most of them are just from missing a Actually, they're probably most of them specifically drowning. I think I have my most deaths from water-related incidents. Because I remember I was the first live stream, I was like, yeah, pirate levels are like the hardest levels for me in games, like every time. And what's something that's in a lot of pirate levels? Water. And now here I am, another water. Oh yeah, the swamp is a water level too, right? Yeah, that's my weakness, water levels. And now here we are in the ice area, and I'm getting destroyed. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even have to take this route, huh? Because I could just drop down from the other side and just break that one crate. Yeah, that would be more efficient. Ooh, nice combo. Yeah, it would be more efficient just to immediately go to the right and then just drop down and get that one crate. I'm gonna do that next time. I like how you can see the guys in the background hitting the switches for the doors. Alright, got that. But yeah, if you know your Crash Bandicoot music, the music in this level is referencing both Cortex theme and then like what's the Crash Bandicoot 2 ice level things. Oh yeah, another funny thing about some of these hidden crate locations, and people not finding them, it kind of shows that they don't remember playing the other Crash games. Because some of the patterns in this game and hidden stuff is actually from Crash 2. Crash 2 and some Crash 3. And like a lot of this stuff I just found simply because I played the other Crash Bandicoot games. Like that's what this game is a love letter to. Oh wait, don't forget about that ice cube. Yeah, icicle. I'm not forgetting it this time. A lot of the crates and stuff are actually references to some of the other Crash games. And people just don't realize that. Like, I think I mentioned, I'm not sure if I mentioned on the other live stream, but on the Run It Bayo level, one of the hidden gems is, I think the one on the inverted mode. It was like, well, a lot of the levels just a reference to the water ski levels in Crash 2. Because like the secret exit in Crash 2 required you to jump on the crates to like cross the water. That's Crash Bandicoot 2. Okay. Want to press that as latest. Oh my gosh, I pressed forward too early. This bonus section is gonna be the end of me. But yeah, it was a reference to Crash Bandicoot 2 while bouncing off the things, and then the hidden gem, like you have to go backwards and then jump on the thing. That's a reference to Crash Bandicoot 2 secret exits. And so I'm like, it's just so ironic seeing people complain so much about Crash 4, and it's like, dude, all this stuff is just mechanics that's been in the other Crash games, but it's just all together now. It's just a compilation of the other Crash games. And it's all just stuff, and then people just hate it. And I'm like, so what? Like, why when the other Crash games do this stuff, y'all like, it's okay, and then Crash 4 does it, and they're like, it's bad. And I'm like, come on, you guys, this has always been Crash Bandicoot stuff. The only thing that I don't think has been in the other Crash games was the Run It Bayo iron crate leading to like a hidden gem, hidden off to the side. I don't think they ever... Oh, my controller died. Thank goodness that happened just before... Wait. Why is this back? Hold on. Okay. My charger is kind of broken, so I have to go between two controllers. Okay, this one should be good. Yeah, my charger is kind of broken, so my controller has to like sit in a specific way to charge. So I got to switch between two controllers now because I can't play the game while the controller is in my hand, because then it won't charge since it's not in a specific position. So I gotta buy a new charger and then eventually. But thank goodness the battery died in a safe spot. That could have been worse. Playing the burp that meme. But, you know, it's what we gotta do. And it is ironic that my controller died, because I know I'm like the first person who said anything about like, why don't you have your stuff charged whenever I did the Smash Bros stream, and then someone just suddenly DCs. And it's because they're watching my live stream, so they're playing their Switch on mobile mode. So I know it is very ironic now that my controller died. Alright. Here. And this time... Hi, Crash 4, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You can finally chat. Nice. Always good to have a chatter in stream. Makes things more interesting. Makes it easier to talk about stuff. Alright. Now, oh, okay. That jump right there just seems so scary sometimes. You're trying to 106% the game. Oh, nice. Good luck. It's a tough challenge, but it's possible. And if anyone's told you absolutely have to have a guide, that's not true. You can do it without a guide. I've done it without a guide. But if you do want to make things easier for you, go ahead and use a guide. Some people don't want to actually like look everywhere to find stuff. But like, good luck. But you're halfway done. Nice, nice. That's real good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I could like forget playing Crash Bandicoot 4 and play it again from blind memory, I mean, play it again completely blind, I would. Cause like this, like my favorite video game for a long time was either Crash. It was like between Crash 2, Crash to Insanity, and Crash Team Racing. But like playing this game for the first time, like, oh my goodness, I miss that. I wish I could have that feeling again. And like when I started realizing, like, you know what, this is becoming one of my favorite video games of all time. Like, oh, that feeling. I was like, man, it's been a long time since I had a new favorite video game of all time. But, you know, it depends on what you like in games. You're only 33 hours into the game. Nice. You're getting through it. I think when I first played through the game, it may have took me like 100 hours to beat it 106%. But then again, like I said, I was playing the game completely blind, no guide. So it probably took way longer than someone who would use a guide. Yeah, 5 dev times. Ooh, nice. It's real nice. Okay. Not die this time. Okay, there we go. Finally got that part. This bouncing crate section. Now, I wonder how many people struggle on this just because they don't know you can do this. Wait, yeah, you can spin on that, and when you spin on the when you spin on the bounce crates, it doesn't bounce you. I wonder how many people died because they don't know that's a mechanic that's been in like forever. There's something up there. How do I get up there? Okay, it must be the next. Oh, and there's icicles. Okay. But icicles mean nothing when I can freeze time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hidden crate. I don't think it's any more to the left, right? Yeah. Love doing that on the wooden bounce crate. Oh, that was real risky right there. You really got to time that perfectly. Because I think I've done it before, like on the... Oh gosh, this shark timing. I think I've done it before on the flashback tape level. But yeah, that timing is like... Yeah. You mess that timing up, you just die. Hope I didn't miss anything. Alright, got it all. Let's go. Learn how to do it on a native fortress in Crash 1. Nice. Crash 1 probably is even more riskier because that, at least in this game, if you were to spin and hit the bounce crate, you still have a double jump, and that might be able to save you. And then you might be able to like figure out how to maneuver from there. But Crash 1, yeah, that's full commitment right there. You don't have to double jump. You mess that up, yeah, it's over. It is completely over. Okay. Gonna try to get the skin at least. So just gotta rush through and just not die. Yeah, that's the thing. If I get all the crates on the first playthrough, then the second playthrough to try to get the skin, I just gotta not die. On the level no deal daily, you have a sub 55-second run on the YouTube channel. Oh, nice, nice. That's real nice. You gotta admire the speedrunners. That speedrunning a game takes a completely different skill set than just playing through a level normally. It's like playing like two different levels completely. Props to the people who like doing that stuff. Me, I personally, I'll do it for the completion, but outside of that, you won't see me doing time trials. Because to me, I like taking my time to go through a level. I don't really like feeling like I have to rush through a level, and so. Like, we all got different opinions on what we enjoy. Like, there's people who love doing the time relics and stuff. For me, one of the reasons Crash Bandicoot... Oh, I just saw the hidden gem. It was down there. For me, one of the reasons I like Crash Bandicoot 4 is because they added the Insanely Perfect relic. So, like, out of all the relics, you know, there's the time relics, which a lot of people, like, enjoy. But to me, my favorite relic is the Insanely Perfect relic. Because it's a challenge for you. Like, you don't have to rush to the level. You just have to do a perfect run of the level. And to me, I like challenges like that. And it's like, all right, try to be perfect. Beat this level perfectly. I enjoy doing that. And so, the Insanely Perfect relic is probably my favorite relic to get in the game. But I know a lot of other people, they didn't like it. Because they're like, I don't like having to be perfect. Even though technically, through the time trials, you kind of have to be perfect too, because you only got one attempt through the level. You don't have checkpoints. But that Crash days where you found your love for the relics, yeah, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I do understand the appeal of it. It's just not my cup of tea. But like, it's just because it's a platforming game, so I like just, you know, platforming. Like, if Crash Team Racing, for example, yeah. I love doing time trials in Crash Team Racing because the game is, you know, designed around going, like, racing and going fast. In that case, yeah, I love time trials. But since, like, this game is designed... Ooh, that was close. No, I overshot it. Dang it. I overshot it. I died. I died. Remember earlier when I said it's funny how close I am to death this entire time of playing through this game? It's like that. It's that quick and simple. You can die that easily just from slightly holding in a direction for too long. Alright. That's meow. The cat's meow. That's what did that mean? Did it I don't remember what that means. Doesn't that mean like something like popular or like really good? It meant something way back in the old days. But I just don't remember because I wasn't alive when that was a common term. I did not exist. See, obviously, since this has a comic book aesthetic, the problem was I needed an old school skin because comic books are something a very old thing, and so now that I got a comic old skin, I'll be able to get through this. Trust me, that is exactly how this works. Welcome back. The only thing you missed was me dying. You know, I thought I can squeeze through there. I should have rushed that. I thought I could squeeze through there. That's all on me. That thing barely got me though. Like if I had like a quarter of a second more, I would have made that. Alright, time for Coco's the cat's meow. Oh wait, did I select inverted? I didn't select inverted. Alright, now to figure out what to talk about for like the next 2 minutes because of the load screens. This game and Crash. Yeah, I don't know what happened when they went to the Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 4, but I don't know why the load screens are so long. They just say, "All right, Crash on the PlayStation 4, super long load screens now." All right, we gotta go to the regular version of the level. We're working on Ship Happens level. Oh yeah, that level. I think on my first attempt on this challenge, I lost a lot of levels there. You're on PS5? Nice. I could play this on PS5. I have every reason that, like, don't get me wrong, I 100% should be playing this on PS5. I have all the means to be playing it on PS5. But, like, for some reason, I just have this thing where I like playing games on the original console that I got it on. And so, even though I 100% should be playing this on PS5, because everything would be better, I just, you know, it just feels right to be holding a PlayStation 4 controller in my hand and then playing this on a PS4. Just because that's how I originally played the game. But yeah, I do have to suffer on the loading screens because of that. But honestly, the PlayStation 5 controller, PlayStation 4 controller is more comfortable to me. I feel like the PS5 controller is like a little bit too thick. So it doesn't feel as comfortable to me as a PS4 controller. Cause like the PlayStation 4 controller, like all the PlayStation controllers had a certain like feel to them, right? And then the PlayStation 5 controller is the first one to make the controller thicker, and that just throws me off. Like, yeah, I could get used to it and stuff, but yeah, I just like the feeling of the PS4 controller more. Hidden gem. You know what I find funny? I wonder why those things have a little reticle underneath it. Because most of the enemies don't have a reticle telling you where they are standing. And for some reason, those electric things do. I wonder what made the devs decide to put a reticle underneath those. Like, you see that? How it has that red circle underneath? Like, I wonder what made them decide that those need to have that. Is it because, like, the enemy moves a lot or something? Because I don't think any other enemy in the game has that, right? I didn't see those. I need to get another Aku. I think it's because they're moving. Maybe because they're moving and they're not like moving at a snail's pace, maybe? Because there are other enemies that move too. Is there an Aku up here? I don't see one. Dang, the timing for this is very strict. Nope. Yeah, those sharks. Why do these sharks have turbo speed? Like, even when you freeze time, it only makes them move at a normal speed. Dang, the timing for this. Okay, now. No, like, you see that? It's not slowing down by that much. Okay, this should be good. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, got another life. I wonder if, like, maybe on the play testing, maybe people struggled to tell where those things were, so maybe that's it. So they decided to add that. Are there any enemies that move faster than those guys? I can't think of any at the top of my head, at least not towards the end of the game. Oh, wait, this level. This level might be hard to get all the crates in. I might just have to not go for all the crates. I'll try to get all the crates, but I remember this level being very hard. Oh, wait, no, they did patch the polar bear to make it easier to get the crates now. I remember originally, like, you would sometimes just miss the crates despite, like, being right on it. And getting the 100% while doing that was like, oh my goodness. I think they did patch it so you have a bigger hitbox now, so you don't just go through the crates sometimes. One in the lava levels also have moving things under them. Okay. Oh yeah, it was like the wombats or something. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Wait, and then it doesn't have it here. Wait, no, it does. It was just hard to see because of the lighting. Yeah, I guess it must be because the enemies are flying. Yeah, I think it's because they're flying. That gotta be it. They're in the air. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't think it's because they're moving. I think it's because they're in the air. Yeah, because your circle only appears when you're in the air. Maybe it's like some mechanic they just designed to only when you're in the air the circle pops up, and since those enemies are in the air, it's a thing. It's a default thing that comes with whatever mechanic they designed or programming it. Is the hidden gem here? No. Oh my gosh, the ice physics. I remember that the hidden gem being like, saw that. I wonder how many people missed the hidden gem on this level, because I saw it the first time I played. I was like, oh, that was so easy. Because a lot of people say the stuff is hidden in cryptic locations in this game. I'm like, so no, they're on screen if you pay attention. You just the problem is people never played what was it called? Where's Waldo? Or like I Spy. Because those aren't like popular things anymore. Like back when we were kids. I don't know if kids still play it. And so they don't pay attention to everything in the background. They're like, yeah, I saw this immediately when I first played through. As soon as I went like over here, I immediately saw that. I was like, oh, there's the hidden gem. Oops, I went right into that. Ah, yes, a reference to... This is a straight reference to Crash Bandicoot 1. What's it called? Bridge to Nowhere. No, I actually got a funny story about Bridge to Nowhere. So I was a long time ago, I was like at my friend's house. And then they were, oh shoot. I tried to move to the side to avoid the thing. And that made me kind of mess up. So the order I played Crash Bandicoot games, right? I played Crash Bandicoot 2 first. That was my first game. And then Crash 3 and Crash Team Racing. So I never actually played the original Crash Bandicoot game until like very much later. Like in my teenage years. And so... Oh wait, I forgot to change the skin. Shredding the Gnar. So... My friend was telling me about this level in Crash Bandicoot 1 where he was all like, this level is super hard. Road to Nowhere? Yeah, that level. My friend was like, Road to Nowhere, and the other one, they were like, these levels are super hard. And I think it's the second one where he said like him and his whole family, like they all tried, but they never could beat it. And I was like, oh, okay, let me try. And so my friend lets me pick up the controller. And I kid you not, I beat the level, I think in like 1 or 2 attempts. Like immediately. And he was like, what? He's like, you played this game before? I was like, no, I never played Crash 1. And he's like, how is that possible? We've been struggling forever. How did you beat it? And he like ran to tell his parents that I beat it. And I was all like, oh, well, all right. And the thing was like, I just saw it. I was like, oh no, this level's pretty easy. It's just like small little planks and stuff. And the thing was, I think people back then never really paid attention to the platforming shadow. I always paid attention to it because it's always been there in Crash Bandicoot. It's not something new that Crash Bandicoot 4 added. It's always been there. It's just now in Crash 4 they put a little circle around it to make it stand out more. So now people are aware of it. But the platforming shadow has always been there in Crash Bandicoot and in a lot of other platforming games. And so when I was playing Road to Nowhere for the first time, I was just using that. And so I was lining up on all the planks like perfectly. And so my friend just saw me like, I almost missed that jump. And I freaking accidentally tapped R1. That was I accidentally tapped that button, so it got me killed. But yeah, I was just using the platforming shadow, so it was like real easy to get through it. And a lot of the jumps are like spaced out to where like if you just hold forward and like just jump, like you can get through the level. There's only like a few times where you actually have to manually adjust your distance. And then not to mention, it's also you could just walk on the rope. But, you know, I didn't think about that the first time I played through. When I went back and played it again, I was like, wait, can I just go on the rope? And then I could, and I was like, huh. But yeah, that's a little funny story that my friend was like that. I actually beat those levels on the first or second try. So like whenever I see everyone say those levels are like extremely hard, I'm like, I cannot attest to that. Like, I guess for everyone else it was, but to me, those levels are extremely easy. It was just straightforward platforming. And it's not really like a mix-up on timing or anything. You just got to keep going. Whereas other levels have enemies and stuff that actually mix up your timing. I thought that was like one of the most straightforward levels in the game outside of like the levels in the first island. But, you know, I guess it's because it just depends on how you view games. And I just view that as, oh, this is just platforms that fall fast. Just jump on them. You found you made a rule when you played Crash was only allowed to play 2 levels without dying. So like what, you have to like switch after playing 2 levels? Or switch whenever someone died? Like that's how you like took turns or something? No, I think they have a multiplayer. Yeah, pass and play. Yeah, they got that. They programmed it into the game on here, which I'm surprised because they had to go out of their way to do that. They didn't have to do that. I think you can have it switch every time someone dies, or at every checkpoint, or both. I think I remember trying it with my friend once. And then my friend, wait, no, I think they had it they wanted it for every time they died, and then I wasn't dying because, you know, I beat the game 106%. And so they were like, can we switch it to every checkpoint and death? I was like, sure. And then they immediately died, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to the next checkpoint. And then they died, and I was like, all right, I get to the next checkpoint. I was like, wow, this game is so much easier when you just gotta go for the checkpoint. Always felt so bad for my friends whenever we had something like that, where it was like, oh, when you die, you pass it on. And like, if they didn't have an additional rule for like you need a checkpoint or something, I would honestly sometimes just complete a whole world without dying, because I was like, nah, I'm gonna make sure it's my turn. Die. Okay. It only applied to you. You can go from level 1 to rush hour without dying. Nice. Oh man, rush hour. I'm gonna have to get through that level. Okay. Yeah, like to me, this isn't hard. This is just regular platforming. Like, yeah, the platforms are small, but it's just platforming. But yeah, that's actually pretty good. If you can get that far without dying, you might actually do pretty well if you tried this challenge. I could probably get that good. It's just that I have not played this game in 5 years. So I'm like making a lot of mistakes. I'm essentially playing some of these levels for like the first time again. I don't remember like everything about the levels. Wait. Shoot. Yeah. I should have went back. I realized I was going too slow. I should have immediately went back when I said wait. Yeah, this isn't my, you know, this literally is not my first time playing these levels, but I haven't played in like 5 years, so there's a lot of rust to knock off. So I'm essentially playing these levels for the first time again, but not literally, just figuratively speaking. Yeah, I now I'm starting to remember that ice part, and if you don't like do it right, you can get blocked by the ice and stuff and just die. So I gotta pay more attention at that part and think about it. We still got more than 10 Bandicoots left though. I'm hoping that I can at least get to Cortex. Though I don't know if I'm actually gonna beat Cortex or not. Because the boss fights are just, this challenge makes the boss fights a lot harder. Because you will never get Aku, since you have to switch which Bandicoot skin every time you die. So you'll never get Aku, and then you can't, the checkpoints don't exist anymore. Which I still find out weird they added a checkpoint after every single time you hit the boss now. But yeah, you essentially have to beat all the bosses without any checkpoints and no Aku. So, and I remember this Cortex boss fight probably being the hardest boss in the game. Cause it's literally just a bullet hell. You got 54 seconds on ship happens. Nice. Are you doing the slide spin? I think I like watched the speedrun of this game like once a long time ago. I don't know of how much better the records have gotten. I do know like they were doing a lot of slide spins. You have 18 levels on the main game left to get all the stuff, then 21 flashbacks. Not enough room on that level. You know, I remember, what's his name? I forgot his name. But there was like a YouTuber who made a review about Crash Bandicoot 4. And he said this game was not perfect and stuff. And I'm just laughing because when he started his whole tantrum about Crash Bandicoot 4, it was because he like died to a TNT crate. And he said it was the game's fault. But I was like, no, it's not. It was his fault. You can literally, if you go and look at the video, you can actually just see him move slightly before pressing the square button, which does the high spin, and he blew himself up. You will never do a high spin unless you're not moving. And the fact that the dude went on a whole tantrum about it, when it's like, dude, that was your mistake. You died because you messed up. You shouldn't be like getting mad at the game because of your mistake. That don't make any sense. On the level that I was just on with the slow down grind rail. Yeah, that grind rail section, it is so easy to mess up if you don't press the slow down mechanic at the right time. I can't tell you how many times on my first playthrough that I accidentally ran it into the wall because I pressed it slightly too late, or slightly too early, I think. Yeah, that's more accurate. Why am I going to the right? That's weird. I was going slightly to the right, which is weird because I'm using the D-pad, so I know it's not controller stick drift. Okay, back over here. I may not complete this challenge in attempt number 2. Yeah, this is attempt number 2. I may not complete this challenge in attempt number 2, but the goal is to get familiar with the levels. So on future attempts, I die a lot less. Okay, so yeah. Now this is fast enough. Wait. Oh yeah, I gotta what? Did I make? Is that a jump I can make? I think it is. Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. I gotta wait here. Let that go up. Let the ice cube come down. Get that. Go back. There we go. Alright, let's go. More nitro crates.
Oh, how I've missed this.
The funniest thing about this part, Cortex is over there like, oh, there's Crash. All right, time to go. Then it's like they put this platform here, and it's like, shouldn't you have put that earlier? So now Cortex is just canonically just waiting there. He's canonically just waiting for you to just come back. Wait a second. Yeah, I was about to hit that. I was like, oh wait, I gotta go this way first. Okay, and then now it should be safe to hit. Wait. Yeah, okay. It's always a puzzle with these bonus areas. Yeah, he's just canonically just sitting there waiting for me. Dude was like, all right, oh, wait, he got to get his crates. All right, let me give him some time. Yeah, I remember this being one of the harder levels to get the insanely perfect relic in. just because I overjumped that. Dang it, I was supposed to not hold jump. But yeah, this was like one of the harder levels to get Insane and Perfect Relic in, because like the polar section just had you had a horrible hitbox until the update. And so it was extremely easy just to miss like a pair of 4 crates if you weren't like perfectly in the middle. But yeah, note to self, do a light jump for that crate. I didn't think I could overjump it. I missed that one too. Yeah, not getting all the crates on this one. So that means if I want to get that life, I gotta do the invert and get at least 2 gems. But it shouldn't be hard. I just gotta not die and either get the hidden gem, which I remember being it's behind a tree on the polar section, or just get like a certain amount of Wampa fruit, which that's probably easier to do than to try to get the gem that's behind a tree. Hey, kind of reached a boss fight. The reason I said kinda, because of the rules, I have to beat that Tana level. Just did the final part of the level sped up without realizing you can slow down. Yeah, good. Yeah, good job. That's impressive. Yeah, you can do that. Sometimes I forget you can press the button to slow down. But yeah, you can do that. The only part that might be hard to do is just jumping over the sharks, but everything else, yeah, you can do that without it slowing down. I think I accidentally did that once. I was like, oh wait, yeah, I could slow down time. It's so easy to forget you have that ability. Alright. I'm just gonna collect Wampa fruit until I get the first Wampa fruit goal. And then just try to beat the rest of the level without dying. No, I remember seeing someone saying they absolutely despise the flame crate. And I'm like, why? And they're like, sometimes it makes you have to just stand there. And I'm like, man, people just be picking stuff to hate in this game for some reason. I was like, I thought it was an interesting design because, you know, it's a crate that's deadly. It's a different take on the crate that can kill you. And people just, like, people were just looking for any reason to hate Crash 4. If we're being honest. Any reason. Your favorite level is Cortex Castle? That's the final level, right? I think that's the final level. Yeah, I really like the final level of the game too. Like, it's everything that you learned in the game all put together. And like, yeah, it's incredibly hard to do, especially your first time. But oh my gosh, this is so satisfying when you actually manage to do it. It's like when everything comes together, it's like, oh yes, let's go. I think my first attempt, if I remember correctly, I think I lost 57 lives on that level, which is a lot, because I usually don't die that many times on a level. But yeah, most of the levels on my first playthrough, I only had like, actually, I think I got the less than 3 death achievements on a lot of the levels. There was just like a few, I probably got like 10 or 20 deaths. One level I got 40 deaths, which I think that was whatever was like the last Crash level where you have to like catch up to Cortex or you jump off all the debris and stuff. And like the perspective of that level just threw me off so badly, so I lost like 40 lives in on that spot. Oh, there's the hidden gem. Wait, the hidden gem is not behind the tree? I swear it is. Oh wait, no, I forgot. It's the Tana version of the level. Yeah, it's the Tana version of the level. Okay. Okay, so I don't even need to get the Wampa Fruit. That hidden gem is actually really easy to get. Alright. So yeah, I think, what is my favorite level in this game? Cortex Castle is definitely up there. Oh wait, yeah, I know which level is my favorite. I think it's the one before Cortex Castle. I think it's Nitro Processing.
Oh, how I've missed this.
I think that's what it's called. I think there's like, what, Toxic Tunnels and Nitro Processing, right? I think it's the second one that's my favorite. It's like one of the longer levels in the game. And, oh no, it's just everything just felt so right to me playing through that level. And then the music, oh my god, the music is so catchy too. It kind of the music reminds me of Donkey Kong a little bit in that level. And Donkey Kong has such an amazing soundtrack. And like, I always like to reference Donkey Kong when talking about Crash Bandicoot. So I feel like Donkey Kong is like the closest platformer to Crash Bandicoot. But like when Crash Bandicoot went on that hiatus for a while, I started playing Donkey Kong games, and I was like, it feels around the same difficulty of Crash Bandicoot, the same like kind of platforming and stuff, where instead of the crates, the enemies, like you bounce off of them and use them for platforming, and it had like a lot of like crazy hidden stuff. So I always feel like Donkey Kong is like that secret brother of Crash Bandicoot. Like, they're not related, of course, but it feels like they're related. That's a fun level in Seeing Double. Seeing Double. Seeing Double. Is Seeing Double the Cortex part before Cortex Castle? It's been 5 years, so I don't know every single level by name. Or I might just know them by name, which if that is the case, I got a good memory. Alright, this level. It's a leak going around by Crash 5, and it was by the same leaker said Spyro was getting a new game. Oh yes, Crash 5, let's go. There's only one wish that I want for Crash 5, and I know people would say I'm insane for saying this, but I want the same difficulty of Crash 4. Like, Crash 4 was like I loved everything about it. But here's the catch though. I want the same difficulty, but I believe they should add difficulty options. Like actual proper difficulty options. Like right now in Crash 4, it just has classic and like modern, which that's not difficulty options. They're virtually the exact same thing. You get so many lives in this game, there's no difference between the two. When I say like difficulty options, I meant like if we got like easy, normal, hard, and like insane difficulty, for example, right? And insane difficulty could be like Crash 4 or harder, whereas like normal, easy and stuff could be like Crash 2 and 3 difficulty. And they could literally program the crates to be in like different locations and stuff depending on your difficulty, and change like how fast the enemies move and stuff. Like, there's a lot of things they can do. Because like, I understand that a lot of people didn't like Crash Bandicoot 4 because they think it's too hard. And I understand that, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. But what I don't want is for them to baby everybody because of it and then make it super easy. Because there's too many games that cater to the casuals and then completely ignore the more advanced players. which I think is very unfair. Cause like me as a person who I consider myself an advanced video game player, like I'm on a higher end of skill level. I feel like there's a lot of times where we get overlooked and they only cater to casuals because the casuals, you know, it's gonna get them more sales, which I don't blame them for doing that. But the way I see it is like, if you can cater to the casuals, why can't you cater to the experts? And it's two sides of the coin, and you should, you know, do both. So, and the best way to do that is to actually have proper difficulty options. You can make it easy, normal, hard. And that way you can have easy for the people who like don't want to be challenged and they just want to play the game. Oh, dang. I mentioned a little too soon. So those people can enjoy playing the game on easy and stuff. And then the people like me, because I don't want to be babied, I like to challenge, I can still enjoy the game and play it on the hardest difficulty. But there's games where like they're too easy and I just feel like I'm just going through the motion of just playing the game. But I don't feel that interaction of like, yeah, I'm actually like earning, like I like to earn my wins essentially. And I don't like when games hold my hand because I feel like I'm not earning the win. And the reason I play video games is because I like the challenge of the video games. I like figuring stuff out. I like seeing myself improve as I play the game and get better. And when the game is too easy, there's like no improvement. There's no like satisfaction of beating a level. Like, so I know there's a lot of people who say like they get stuck on something and they get frustrated and hate it. When I get stuck on something, I'm like, ooh, something's challenging me. I got a challenge now. And then when I finally beat it, I'm like, let's go. Like, I get so happy. And then other people are like, oh my, finally I beat it. I'm done with this. I never had to come back to it again. And I'm like, I actually enjoyed it. And then, and the thing is, since people have such variety of opinion on things, there's no way to satisfy everyone because what one person likes, another person hates. And the only way you can kind of get around to satisfying most people is to actually add difficulty options. And so it's kind of astonished me in this day and age that there's still a lot of video games that don't have difficulty options. Like all the stuff they modernize, and yet difficulty is not one of them, which, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of games that do have difficulty options. I'm just saying it's surprising that not every game has it yet. Like you would think that would be something that would come standard with every game now. Because that, to me, it makes sense. And like, I'm not a game programmer, so I don't know how hard it is to like implement difficulty changes. But I don't feel like it's that hard. Because like, what's the game called? I really just did that. I really just saw a TNT crate and kicked it. That's the second time I died to something like that, where it's like, I'm just not paying attention. There's no reason I should have died to that. Oh my goodness. That's almost as bad as when I just literally walked into a wall of nitro crates. Where was I? I was talking about game difficulty. Okay. Ooh, the classic Crash. I really just walked into that. That's that happened. So yeah, the game Dreams on a PS4/PS5, where you can like create games and stuff. I've been working on a game on there called Legend of the Bandicoots. It's not the best game, you know, because it's my first time ever trying to make a game, but I managed to put difficulty options in there, and it didn't seem that hard. All I did was make a variable called difficulty that goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., right? And then like whenever difficulty it is, it would change the settings on the level, and there you go. I feel like it was extremely easy. Like, yeah, I had to go and make slightly different versions of the levels, like what spawns in, maybe like some different enemies and stuff. Maybe change the programming of the enemies depending on the difficulty. So yeah, it's more work and stuff, but it was like extremely easy to do. Yeah, it was more work, but it wasn't hard. It didn't feel like it was impossible to do. And I don't know how that directly translate to programming like an actual game, because you know, Dreams of course made things easier. Well, it made understanding programming language easier. So I know it's not a direct one-to-one, but I do know in programming they do have stuff like variables, and I feel like just having the variable number and stuff shouldn't be that hard to implement. So yeah, it's really surprising to me that board games don't have difficulty options.
Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
See, what I should have did was just wait, hold on. Oh, okay, I guess. All right. It works sometimes, I guess. Anything, hope they keep this design of Crash 5 and keep skins. Yeah, so what I want them to I want them to keep this design at the very least, but to get more people into the game, I hope they do add difficulty options. I of course will be playing on whatever's the hardest difficulty option first playthrough, because you know, I'm a Crash Bandicoot veteran. I don't need the game to be easier for me. But like, I do want... Gosh, these electric fences are gonna be messing me up. But I do think they should add difficulty options, because I've seen some of my friends played Crash Bandicoot, and the stuff they died to, like I saw my friend playing this game, and on the first level they died like 4 or 5 times, and in the second level they died like 10 times, and I was all like, this. I had like no deaths. And I was like, this is like extremely easy, and it's like a world of difference between someone who's like new to games or don't play platformers much, and it's someone who's like an expert. It's a huge world of difference. And I feel like Crash Bandicoot could probably get more people into the franchise if they actually add difficulty options, so that people who aren't good at games can get into the games. Because it is Crash Bandicoot is like one of the on the hardest side of platforming games, and so that alienates a lot of people from playing it. Because like, I can't tell you how hard it is for me to find like someone else who actively like played Crash Bandicoot games. Like I can only most of the time just find people online to talk to about it, but like in person, like everybody played Mario, everybody plays Pokemon, etc., right? But it's so hard to find people who actually play Crash Bandicoot. And I know part of that is because Crash Bandicoot went on like almost a decade-long hiatus after Crash Mind Over Mutants, because Activision bought the rights to Crash and did nothing with them for some reason for almost a decade. And so I do know that's part of the reason a lot of people just haven't played Crash Bandicoot, because there was just no new game, so they just never got into the franchise. But also part of it is it's just extremely hard, so people just lost interest because they just couldn't beat the game. And it was really just the hardcore people who got into the game because, you know, they enjoyed playing the game and completing it. Going from playing Crash 4 for over 10 hours to Fortnite is rough. Yeah, those are two very different games. Require different skill sets. True, I mean, I'm going to be doing almost the same thing. Because Splatoon Raiders is coming out.
Please let the next world be a beach world.
Well, actually, it's already released, right?
Sand,
yeah, if you count the midnight release date, then I'm pretty sure Splatoon Raiders like just came out like almost 2 hours ago. And so tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a live stream and playing Splatoon Raiders. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing, going from Crash Bandicoot to a shooting game. So yeah, it's gonna be different, but you know, we'll adapt and adjust. Okay, this. Okay, made it. Okay, this section is actually kind of hard. Oh man, alright, I made it. Ooh, get an Aku, nice. Okay. Ready for the Crash Bandicoot collab with Fortnite next season? They're doing a collab? Huh. I have not really played Fortnite. I know it's crazy. Everyone played it. I'm one of the few people who haven't. But that's only because I don't play a lot of shooting games. Don't get me wrong. I can enjoy a shooting game. It's just not my go-to genre. So like I don't really play a shooting game unless like, you know, I really feel like I want to play it. Which Splatoon, I kind of really liked it because I like the mechanics of Splatoon. So I play that a lot. Dude, what is the timing for this? Because I feel like if I jump on here right there, then I would hit that. And no wonder they gave you an Aku for this section. Guess where you got your gamer tag from? I mean, I would assume since you're watching the Crash Bandicoot live stream that it's from Crash. And since you have Crash 4, maybe this game. Maybe. If you... My gamer tag is a wild one. It is from Crash Bandicoot, but it's really wild how I got it from Crash Bandicoot. So I think it was in what was it, Crash Tag Team Racing? Crash was saying like random gibberish, right? Like yeah, blah, 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 like whatever, right? So one of the things he said is basically my username, and I just turned it into a name basically. My name is literally just random gibberish. The original used to be Crash 4555336U. Okay, well I have no clue what those numbers stand for. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go for it. I think now. Oh my gosh, that was the timing. Let's go. I cannot believe I got that. I was like, okay, I just need to... I was looking at that for a long time trying to determine the right timing. Alright. They wouldn't let you just put Crash 4. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure someone always has that. If it's like a simple name with a number, someone already has it. Which I am so happy my... I go back? I don't know. I'm so happy that no one ever takes my username. Then again, my username is just kind of just random gibberish. No, actually, I think I've seen people actually use my name, but it's not something people commonly use.
Oh, how I've missed this.
So most of the time, in like there's like something new that comes out, I can use this name. I don't think I can use my name on Twitter though. Someone already got it. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Oh wait, do I have to touch those? Can I touch that from here? Yes, I can. Okay. Can I touch that too? Wait a second, is this a trap? I don't know if that's a trap or not, if I should hit this. I hope it's not a trap. Okay, those look like normal crates. But yeah, I'm lucky I haven't had to put numbers behind my username or something. Usually, it never happens, but if my username is taken, I just add Bandicoot after it, and then it's not taken. So yeah, like I really don't want to put numbers in my username because then it's like I'm not. Oh gosh. Ah ha ha. I was too late. I was too late. And you change it to SNL Crash 4555. Wait, 455336. So many usernames. I think my... Oh, wait. Skin... Oh, man. We're running low on Bandicoots. Running low on bandicoots. Wait. What? Can I even get some of these skins? Beat the game. Oh, we can't use this skin. That's a skin I can't use in this challenge. Unless I decide to, like, go for the flashback tapes, too. If we get there, we'll get there. But for right now, the flashback tapes are not included in this challenge. But maybe I could do as a fun post-game challenge if I beat the challenge. See how many flashback tapes I can do. I could probably do a good chunk of them. I don't remember the flashback tapes being that hard. It was like, they were just like puzzle. There was just some puzzle, so you really have to think about what you have to do. But like mechanically wise, I only remember maybe like 2 levels actually being mechanically challenging. All the rest was like just needed to just. I mean, if you go and 100% the game before going to it, like you're ready for the flashback tapes, basically. So. Gonna head out 1 AM for you. You gotta be up in 4 hours. Alright. Well, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to come back to do some other live streams. Like I said, I'll be live streaming Splatoon 2 tomorrow. And probably try to do some more Crash Bandicoot 4. It depends on how long it takes. I missed the kick. It depends on how long it takes me to beat the new Splatoon game. Man, some of these deaths is like, dang, how am I dying to this? I pressed kick just slightly too early. It's that easy to die in this game. Just pressing a button half a second too early and boop, you're dead. But yeah. Depending on how long it takes to beat Splatoon 4 to determine when it's my next Crash Bandicoot 4 live stream. Why did I say Splatoon 4? Splatoon Raiders. It's not Splatoon 4 because it's a spin-off. But yeah. So who knows? If it's as long as the story mode as the other Splatoon games, then I could beat it in a day. But if it's longer, it might be more than a day or 2. Also depends on if I'm going to do the multiplayer. So, but yeah. Whenever, at least after I beat whatever's the main game, then I will get back to put Crash Bandicoot 4 in my schedule. But that was funny. Yeah, it's funny sometimes because you see me do like the most complicated thing in the level, and then I just die to something simple like that.
Must have left my jacket in the Bermuda quadrangle.
It's always the simple things that kill me. And it's because I'm not on guard against the simple things. Like, how did I get through that? I did it again. I did it again. Oh my goodness. I really just did that again. Dang, when this guy just standing here has a higher death count than like a lot of other things in this game. Dude is standing there menacingly. And I'm dying to him. Oh my goodness. What can I say, man? When they're standing there menacingly, that's the greatest threat, man. Patrick was right. The people who stand there menacingly is the greatest threat. Watch out for the people who stand there menacingly. If I died there a 3rd time, that's a sign to end the stream. There's no way I died to that guy 3 times in a row, right? The guy that's just standing there menacingly. I really died to that twice. That might be worse than a nitro crate now. At least the nitro crates only happened 1 time, but I really got killed by the dude standing there twice.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda quadrangle.
Sometimes I forget that this is a kick and not the spin. So the hitbox for it is like really bad. Which I'm not complaining about the hitbox being bad. It makes sense because you can visually see it's not the Crash Bandicoot spin, so you can visually see is not supposed to be as good as his spin, and then that's why you have the hook shot to substitute for how bad it is. So sometimes I just forget, like, yeah, I need to be really precise with her kick because it's the most precise attack you have to do in this game.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. What? This level might be the end of me. Like, legitimately. The run might end on this level. See that if I'm dying to the regular dude, I'm like, what's going on that I'm dying to the regular guy? No, I'm not gonna lie. It may not be worth it to go for the skin. I might just opt to not go for the skin on this level. Because it is very easy to, they don't give you an Aku, and these electric fences are like very precise with their timing. I think it might be better. I still have to beat the level because of the challenge, but it might just be better not to go for the skin. I mean, it is another life, but I've lost a lot of lives just trying to beat this level.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda quadrangle.
Or should I just say YOLO and try to go for the skin anyway? Because even... Did I just triple jump? I'm sorry, did I just triple jump? I have to look back on it. Did I just triple jump? Yo, hold on. I need to clip that. I think I just triple jumped. Wait. I need to place a marker. Hold on. I think I just triple jumped. I'm sorry. Could you always triple jump from a rope? Oh yeah, you could. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I just assumed you only got one jump. I didn't know you got two jumps from the rope. Huh.
Please let the next world be
Yeah, you find out new things each time you play through a game.
Sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Huh, you can triple jump off a rope. Interesting. I'm not sure where I would use that, but that's pretty cool. Oh man, that timing, man, it makes me like clench my cheeks. Okay, why did it's crazy they give you an Aku so late. Oh yeah, I took damage there. Oh, oh, ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I did that the first time. That might be, out of everything that in this game so far, that right there might be the hardest timing that you need for something in this game so far to get through that. There's no wonder they put an Aku in front of it, because they realized, like, damn, it's low-key kind of hard to get through.
Oh, how I missed this.
Wait, have I got the hidden gem yet? I don't think I have. I probably missed it. I don't know if it's earlier in the level or not. Oh no, I did. Never mind. Yeah, I just remembered. I did. Coco's hair didn't touch it. That didn't count. Okay, there we go. No, I'll always say it doesn't make sense to me that those kill you while they're in slow motion. But there's no momentum to kill you. But I understand that it's probably easier not to change the hitbox. So they definitely don't. Yeah, this level might just be the end. The end of the run. I'm struggling to get through this level, and I'm just playing. I haven't even got to the. Well, no, the polar section should be easy. Unless they. No, wait. Does it throw in TNT crates? I don't remember. Or nitro crates. If there's nitro crates on the polar section, then it might be more challenging. But if I can just get to the polar section, I think I'm good. It's mostly the Tana section and the bonus area I've been dying to. But I think I'm good with the polar section. I usually don't. Knock on wood, don't jinx myself. But I usually don't die on the polar section. I may not get all the crates, but I usually don't die on the polar section.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda quadrangle.
Next question is, are there any more water levels after this? Clearly, my weakness is any levels that have water in it. Must be because I choose the fire type starter like 60% of the time in Pokemon. And there are other times I choose the grass starter and never choose water. Though this next gen, I might choose the water starter for once. The water starter might be my first choice, which never happens. And it's only because, like, I don't like the grass starter. And then the fire starter, I'm not feeling it. Now, I did hear the fire starter might be Fire Fairy, the first Fire Fairy type, which would make me want to use it. But at the same time, I don't want to choose a starter just because of the typing. So I honestly don't know what starter I'm choosing for the next Pokemon game. I mean, who knows? Maybe, it is Gen 10. Maybe I should just choose the water starter just because I've never actually chosen the water starter in the first playthrough of a Pokemon game before. Okay. If I remember correctly, I time it to when this thing is coming down and then the bottom fence is electrified. I might have to wait for a bit. It's a little bit longer. Yeah, because the cycle slightly changes, I think. Yeah, the cycle's starting to change. Yeah, this is a whole lot of waiting. Just to get the right cycle. Got it. Yeah, there's a lot you gotta pay attention to if you want to get a good cycle. I mean, of course, you could just try to armor through it with Aku Aku. But, like, I'd rather try to learn this cycle so I don't have to use Aku Aku.
Oh, how I missed this.
Alright, the bonus section again. Hopefully, I don't die this time. But how did I die the first time? Alright. Nope. Shoot. You know what? Should I just skip the bonus area? But the bonus area is not even that hard. I'm just missing a spin. How many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we got about 7 left. There's attempt to end at building bridges. We get farther than that. I'm hoping I could get farther than that. Have I lost more than 10 lives on this level now? Honestly, I should look at if I do a compilation of the death counts. I can see which level's actually the hardest one for me. Seeing which levels I died the most on. And this one is probably going to be up there. You know, I died to the guy who was standing there twice.
Must have left my jacket in the Bermuda Quadrangle.
Dun, 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 dun. I almost did it again. I would have died to him for 3rd time. That would have been a sign I need the industry.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Unfortunately, Tana, I don't think they ever put a beach world. Unless you count the first level, since you kind of start near the water. I almost got hit. I found that real funny that they lock you into that position, so you have to land on the TNT crate. Alright, I'm getting consistent in getting through the Tana section. That's good. Getting consistent at doing that is good. I just gotta figure out the bonus level.
Oh, how I've missed this.
Which I really should not be dying to this. I know better. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? Nope, too early. Alright. I gotta remember how I died last time. Oh wait, it was the bouncing nitro crates, right? It might be a better way to do that. How did I die to this last time that I think about it? This is all I had to do. Wow, I don't know why I rushed that. Literally, this is all I had to do. I don't know why I died there. Oh my gosh. That's the last time I'm dying there. That's the last time I'm dying there. I'm not dying there again. I need to stop rushing that. Okay. Alright, I think I know how to get through the bonus area. I know how to get through the bonus area. Oh wait, and I could probably do that for the other spot too, huh? Okay. Alright, 360 no scope Crash. It's time to become a gamer. We're beating it this time. I know what to do. I know how to get through the Tana section. I know how to get through the bonus level. The polar section, I theoretically should not die on. Unless they got a bunch of nitro crates laying around for some reason. I should be able to beat it on this attempt. I'm 90% confident I'm beating it on this attempt. Now, getting all the crates, that's another story, because the polar section, you know, it's the polar section. But not dying, I'm 90% certain. This is it. 360, no scope. I got the gamer Crash. It's time to be a gamer. Time to clutch this. No more lives lost.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda Quadrangle.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. He tried to get me, but I delayed it that time. It's all about focus now.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Alright. Yeah, that part right there is extreme. Wait! Oh my gosh, wait, the electric platforms aren't... Okay, so I thought the platform was gonna electrify because it's usually it's the alternating system, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But that one is like the only that one's a 1, 2, 3. I thought I assumed it was a 1, 2, which that's all on me. I should have made that assumption. But at the same time, I had no time to actually study that. Okay, 360 no scope Coco. Coco's obviously the better gamer than Crash. That's the problem. Crash, you know, he's the athlete. Coco's obviously the gamer in the family because she always carries her laptop. So, false alarm. You know, Crash got destroyed, but Coco, this Coco skin is the gamer skin. Now we're actually gonna clutch it out. The pressure is getting up there though, because there's not many Bandicoots left. To come back from this, be crazy. Oh, then it's the Cortex boss fight. And I gotta do it on inverted mode too. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I believe I can beat this level, but I don't know if I'm getting past the Cortex boss fight. I'm very confident I can beat this level. It's the Cortex boss fight. So I don't know, because like I have to beat it with no checkpoints and no Aku Aku, and that's the hardest boss in the game, in my opinion. Because all the other bosses, I feel like they're kind of simple, but then the Cortex boss fight is like a bullet hell, which means like if you're not on point, you just die.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
But yeah, that section is actually just pure evil. Because like, you got the thing in the middle trying to hit you. You got the electrical fences. One Aku. Ah! one Aku and to get through that whole section where everything kills you because there's nowhere where there's a safe platform. And then you have all those enemies in between that's trying to slow you down so you get hit by the electric fences. Yeah, this might be one of the like this section alone that might be one of the hardest like the whole level isn't super hard, right? Like of course the hardest level is the final level of the game. But like as like one section, like this level is probably as hard as the final level in the game. With that stuff. Like that whole picture that you see right there. Yeah. This whole section building bridges, this whole background images is like one of the hardest sections in the game. Like, yeah, this section definitely should be in the last world. Or that section, like not the whole level. Because the rest of the level is easy. Oh man, we only got 4 more lives left.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda quadrangle.
Man, I'm really questioning if I want to. Actually, maybe I should. You think? Maybe I should do the Cortex fight first to get another life. If I can even do that. Well, I gotta beat this level first, but if I want before tackling the inverted version, maybe do the Cortex level first. See, and then the inverted. But what if I just lose everything on that level? I do Cortex.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Dun, 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 dun. 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 Yeah, so this one alternates. Now I try to stall it out. And I got the maximum jump time I could, and it wasn't enough to stall it out. Hey, maybe I won't beat this level. Maybe this is it. This actually might just be it. It's weird. I'm dying to a new section of the level now. No, I'm beating this level, speaking into existence. We got the bone Coco. When you get electrified, you turn into a bone. That means I won't get electrified because I'm already a bone, right? I'm already skeleton. Why am I saying a bone? A skeleton. I'm a skeleton. I'm a bone. I'm a skeleton, so no way I die, right? Because I can't get electrocuted and I'm already a skeleton, right? Right? 3 bandicoots remain. And too bad Tana doesn't have her own skins. Because if she did, I could have been going through those instead. If I can beat this level and beat Cortex and continue on and get some progress in the next level, that'd be so clutch.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Alright, here we go again. Back to this section that keeps killing me. I just need to focus, that's it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just really did that. 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 Oh my goodness. And I somehow clutched it anyway. Let's go. I really just jumped straight into the electric fence, yet somehow rushed through and clutched it anyway. I'm telling you, it was the skeleton bonus. You can't get electrocuted when you're already a skeleton.
I missed this.
But I'm not a skeleton anymore because of the time pickup, so anything can happen now. Ooh, almost. I almost unround time and killed myself again like that. Okay, so to review how I died last time, it's because I unfroze time while the thing was going to kill. Nitro Crate was blowing up next to me. And I did that twice. So this time, we just don't do that. That crate does bounce pretty high, though. I almost messed that up. There we go. Like I said, I'm not dying to the bonus section again. Oh my gosh, I barely have it. One Whomper Fruit Gem? Okay, maybe on the Tana section I need to stop blowing the stuff up. Or maybe I'm just gonna get it all right here. And they did put nitro crates in this section. Okay. I missed a crate. I need to focus. I'm not saying anything because I'm really trying to focus and not die. This is the run.
About that. I'm having fun. Can you tell?
Oh yeah, so you do get the gem. Okay. Let's go. A lot of lives, a lot of Bandicoots were lost on building bridges. Significantly high amount of Bandicoots. Oh my goodness. So now I gotta make the important decision. Do I attempt to get the skin? Or as I leave... I think that's fake Crash. Yeah, it looks like fake Crash. Or do I leave fake Crash behind? Nah. We... YOLO. You know, we try to get as many skins as possible. But the thing is, I don't have to get all the... Wait, how many? I wasn't paying attention to how many gems I got. Well, I could check on the menu, right? Do I just have to beat this, or do I have to get a certain amount of Wampa Fruit? Well, no, I should be able to get enough Wampa Fruit just through the polar section alone. Yeah. Or I could go for the hidden gem. But I think I did get 5 out of 6 of the gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Must have left my jacket in the...
So I essentially just have to get enough Wampa Fruit. So I should be able to get enough from the polar section alone. So yeah, I just gotta beat the level then. I am gonna get this as insurance, so.
Please let the next
Oh yeah,
world
the
be a
hidden gem
beautiful
is
world.
not there anymore.
Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Yeah, but unironically, I really need to clutch this out now. Oh my goodness. You know what? I don't know why I bounced off the crate. I didn't need to land on the crate. I don't need to get the crates. I just gotta beat the level. I just have to beat the level. I could get all the Wampa I need with the polar section. Alright. Default Coco. Default Coco time. Oh man. Dang, when you're down to your last, the default skins. It's alright, the default skins are the ones that can clutch the most, right? Right? I'm already committed this far into this level, so it's either we lose here or we get the skin. I'm not gonna skip out on trying to save another Bandicoot. You know, we can consider this.
Must have left my jacket in the Bermuda.
We can consider this not just me, you know, collect everything. No, this is me saving those Bandicoots. Saving them from the clutches of evil. That's why I must get every skin. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I have a high. I think of most deaths to these electric platforms, huh? So that.
Drinks with mini umbrellas.
So these are definitely the most dangerous enemies in the game, because I have the most deaths to them. Okay. I gotta remember it's okay to not get that crate. Get Aku for insurance. Okay. And then I don't need to do the bonus. So all I gotta do is just the polar section. And default skin Coco clutches this.
Oh, how I missed this.
And I should realistically speaking, not die on the polar section. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on the bumper fruit. I forgot what they were called. I think it's bumper fruit. Alright, got that one. Now I just gotta focus on dying. I mean, oh my gosh, no, I didn't say that.
About that,
I can't believe I really just said that. I jinxed myself.
I'm having fun. Can you tell?
Okay. I was gonna be so sad if I actually jinxed myself and died because I actually just said I need to focus on dying. Alright, good job, Default Coco. You clutched it. We got fake Crash now. Oh, okay. I feel like I've been playing that level for like more than an hour. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's definitely in the top percentage, top 10 hardest levels in the game. Might be top 5 hardest levels in the game. Since we saved Default Coco, gonna switch over to fake Crash. She'll come in clutch later. 4th time's a charm. Alright. Vortex boss fight bullet hell. In my opinion, this is the hardest boss in the game, at least for me. So the run, there are realistic odds of the run ending here.
I've made a few upgrades to my blimp. Rain of giant deadly
I'm trying to
missiles.
remember, when I first played this, did I beat this without using a time mechanic? I think I did. But you could best believe I'm gonna abuse the time mechanic now.
Punchbot Mark II, deploy! Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better at punching. Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you, not me! Let's try this one.
Yeah, they made they made into a bullet hell because they were like, oh, you can slow down time, so good luck.
All right, have it your way.
Have it your way.
The
Is he serving fast food?
missile is my own design. Do you like it?
Oh, ah! Okay. No, Cortex, I don't like it. There's too many bullets. Oh wait, he's still spinning. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, these bullet hells are
You won't play fair,
a little stressful.
then neither will I.
Okay. Especially because I just know I only got, what, 3 lives now? Dun, dun, dun.
Kill the Bandicoot, crush the Bandicoot, smash in his head. I wonder what happens.
All right,
if I
this
hit
is
all
it.
the buttons at once.
Dun,
Feel the
dun,
wrath
dun,
of
dun,
Cortex.
dun. Oh, I thought that missile was coming down for me. There's so many bullets. Oh. Let me just get out of. No. Oh, dang it. I was right there. I was like a freaking one body length away from beating the boss first try. Oh, man. I was right there. I was right there. Alright, look back to default Coco. A default Coco clutch it again. Oh man, I was right there. Yeah, this boss fight is it's just significantly harder. I just made it look easy because I almost beat it, but there's a lot of bullets.
Rain of giant deadly missiles.
I find it funny how the first set of missiles are like not even on your body. Just so it gives you a warning, like, oh yeah, he can shoot you with these.
Punchbot Mark II, deploy! Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better at... Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you, not me! Let's try this one.
Wait, is he actually... You know, I thought it was a set pattern. No, he actually aims at you with that green one. At least the first couple of shots were aimed at you.
Stop! All right, have it your way. The anti-marsupial missile is my own design. Do you like it? Punch that Bandicoot, Punchbot!
I almost died there. Okay, here we go again.
Well, if
Last
you
section.
won't play fair, then neither will I. Did I do that? Kill the Bandicoot, crush the Bandicoot.
No, I'm sad that
smash
Crash Bandicoot Warped doesn't have
I wonder what happens if I hit all the
the
buttons
Cortex
at once.
main theme in it.
Feel the wrath of Cortex.
Let's go.
Not again.
Okay, I gotta go do something real quick.
Blasted Bandicoots! No. Must we keep going around and around like this? Tell me, Crash, is this all there is? Forever? No.
Mind you would be unable to handle this simplest of tasks.
Gloat all you want. I quit. If you need me, I'll be on a tropical island somewhere. Alone.
How fortunate. You see, I no longer have needs for our alliance. I found a new partner and a new plan.
You were scheming behind my back?
Of course. The Rift Generator has capabilities beyond your eager imagination. You were content to simply rule over space and time, but I'd rather start from scratch. Erase it all. Wipe the slate clean. I'm going to reset the timeline and rebuild it to my liking. I will become a god, which means you won't exist. And neither will those feather-brained masks or those meddling marsupials.
Wiped from existence by that pompous peacock? I'd like to see him try after I shove
Okay, I'm
that
back.
tuning fork up his...
But not if we get to him first.
It appears we have a common enemy. Perhaps there's a way out of our endless cycle after all.
Hope y'all enjoyed the cutscene while I was going doing something else.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wait, but I still gotta do the inverted one if I want to get fake Coco. Hey, I mean, the fake Crash did give me another chance, so... It might, yeah. We'll try to get fake Coco. Hey, but I beat this world. We didn't get stuck here. I thought, honestly, at this... we've been here, I think, for 3 hours now, so it looked pretty dire. Like, I was not gonna get past this world. At least not on attempt 2. But, we beat the world, at least. I'm still gonna try invert it, of course, because, you know, if I can get inverted, I mean, get the skin, that would be good. But we beat this world, at least. That's an accomplishment. Like, that was the goal for this stream. Now, theoretically, I should be able to beat this, too. Yeah, this was, like, the hardest boss in the game, so... I managed to beat this boss, so I don't think any other boss is I have to worry about until Cortex comes back again. That's like the second hardest boss in the game.
Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better at punching than Punchbot... Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you!
That was funny. They should have made his dialogue slow down and get a deeper voice when you slow down time. Wouldn't that have been funny? Wait, can you just stand in the... I think you could just stand in the middle and those will miss. I don't think the ones on the ground would miss, though. No, it's really nice of them to make all the projectiles immediately disappear when you hit the punch box. I'm pretty sure there's probably some people who died just because the objects were still around when they hit the punch box. Alright, last section.
Well, if you won't play fair, then neither will I. Oops, did I do that? Kill the Bandicoot, crush the Bandicoot, smash in its head. I wonder what happens if I hit all the buttons at once.
He really did just said, let me just start mashing buttons.
Feel the wrath of Cortex.
He's like, dang, they still not dead yet? Alright. It's time to start mashing buttons. Ooh, okay. Yes! Let's go. With that, Coco clutched it again. Let's talk about how Coco's is clutching this. Coco's trying her hardest. Default skin Coco is like, I gotta save the run. We cannot end here. Alright, good job, default skin Coco. Ecopus Dimension. Alright. Fake Coco. 8 gems to unlock. Alright. Now we gotta get a lot more gems. 8. Alright, now the question is, can fake Coco be as clutch as real Coco? Because we're gonna need to clutch a lot of levels if we want to get more lives. Because, yeah, there's only 3 lives, so... Come on, fake Coco. You gotta be as clutch as real Coco. You can't die, fake Coco. You can't die. But I don't remember this area being as hard as the ice area. Like, I remember the ice area being much harder. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like that level should have been, like... Ice area should have been after this one. In terms of difficulty. How do I fight this enemy? Because clearly I can bounce off of it. Do I just jump on it? What? I just go through it. Okay, yeah, I just bounce off of it. Can I squish it? Yeah. missed the last one. Dang it. Wait a second. It's a good thing I missed that one. I didn't see that crate there. Alright, we got an Aku. Nice. Anything behind that? No. Alright, a grinding section. Yay! Oh my goodness. I completely jumped way too early there. So early that I phased through the rock and took damage on the back end of it. Well, fake Coco definitely did not clutch it out. We're back to real Coco. If real Coco clutches this again and gets another life, that's actually going to be insane. That's going to be 3 times where real Coco has saved the run slightly. Cause like quite literally, real Coco is trying to put this run on, is carrying this run on her back. Right. Oh my God. I cannot believe I missed that many times. Yeah, that's kind of crazy that they put a crate there. It tries to rush you. What? Okay, the hitbox on that thing is so weird. I swear it's like you like phase through it. Oh. This might be the end of the run. Oh, Coco tried to clutch as much as she could. She clutched 2 more lives. But Coco's now dead. This is it. It's just Crash. Default Crash. There's no more lives. This is it. The run either ends here or we keep going. But either way, even though I spent almost this entire live stream on just the last world itself, I'm happy to get past it because that was some progress made on the live stream. We didn't stagnate and be stuck in just that world. So we managed to get past one world. I mean, one more world, so. Okay, this hitbox is, yeah. I'm just not used to that hitbox. It feels weird. Yeah, oh my goodness. Depth perception. No! I got too close. Dang it. Well, new personal best. We got to Agapus dimension and lost to Blast to the Past. But to be honest, I don't feel like we actually lost to this level. It's just, we ran out of steam. We lost like everything in the ice world. I'm gonna continue and play out the rest of this, try to play out the rest of the level just so I can, you know, not get caught off guard for the next time I get here. Yeah, put in a timer and then these two. You gotta be really on point. What? I felt like I touched that. Yeah, it would be smarter to just stand up here, huh? So I can manually time it. Yeah, like that. Ah, there's 2 crates up there. Okay, I heard 2 crates break. But yeah, the run is over. I'm just gonna play out this level just to see. Oh gosh. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff I could die to here. Especially going. Oh yeah, I remember this section. I like that the music's kind of in sync with jumping there. There's something up there? No. I hope I didn't miss anything. I did kind of rush through that. So I do have to come back here. But I potentially can do it from the top. Oh, wait. No, I won't be able to jump back. I messed up. No, actually, I don't think I can come back, huh? Oh, well. It's not like I'm doing the run anymore, so I'm learning here. What does this do? Yeah, I can't make it back from here, can I? Oh, no, you can. Okay. I'm scouting ahead. That would be really messed up, though. What if I actually just did this without dying this time? And it's too late. What happened to the platforms? Oh, wait. I jumped on them, of course. Gold Aku. That rarely ever happens. I got thrown off from the gold Aku. And also thrown off by the enemies throwing me in the air. Is there something above this? I wasn't paying attention to the background. Nope. Okay. Oh, it's a grinding section, but you can skip it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's the hidden gem. Okay. Okay, this level not that bad. I can do it. This is definitely easier than the ice levels. Definitely easier. Oh, I did not mean to press continue. I meant to quit out. I'll probably end the live stream here because it's been 3 hours, and if we start another run, they're kind of like after the next. If I start another run, it would have to end prematurely. Well, the run won't end, but I have to end the live stream in like an hour. I won't get that far into it, so I just think the next live stream should be like a fresh new start. So yeah, we're ended here. This level's called Blast to the Past. So how do I make that into an acronym to show that that's how far we got? Delete. Blast. Number 2. And P for P for pass. Alright, yeah, so B2P. Maybe the third attempt might be able to beat this. Oh, what am I kidding? I know that third attempt is most definitely ending. The run is ending in the future. Switch these options, the controls. Mass power to L1. And then HUD to triangle. That way I got this set up for next time. Oh, that's it. Like I said earlier, you know, not too bad. For Temp 1, we got to the swamp area. Temp 2, we got past the swamp area, got to the ice area, and beat it. Which I wasn't expecting to beat it, but then we actually did. So that's a new record. We got to Blast to the Past, which we lost there. But I think it's mostly just, I just out of steam from how many lives I lost in the ice area. I don't think that level's that hard. I went through it. It didn't seem that hard. So next, if the third attempt, if we can get past the ice area, I think I got a lot of learning to do in the ice area. But if we can get past the ice area and get back to this spot again, I think I should be able to beat that level. And the other ones, I don't really remember any of the levels in this dimension being that hard, except for maybe the Cortex level. Oh yeah, I have to go back and do the Cortex levels too, huh? Alright, well, yeah. I'm pretty sure I could get past this area next time. It's just the ice area that I'm worried about, because oh my goodness, that level with the electric fences has the highest body count of all the Bandicoots. Like, I don't know if someone's actually keeping track of all the different ways I died, which I know just falling off and drowning is probably high up there, but who would have thought being electrocuted would be one of the highest ones? Because, and just on that one level alone, I think that one level might have more deaths than any of the other levels. So yeah, that's a level that's gonna be a roadblock for this challenge. Because even though I did beat it, I don't think I've actively like really learned the level yet. Especially the last section in Tanner's part. with the 3 wall jumps and then the moving thing in the middle and then the seesaw platforms with the moving things in the middle, all in just one section. I think I got the bonus area done, but it's just that one tunnel part I don't think I have down yet. But once I get that down, it should be good. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Where it starts attempt number 3, maybe next week, because tomorrow I'm gonna be live streaming Splatoon Raiders since that's out now. And I don't know if it's gonna take me 1, 2, or like 3 live streams to beat the story mode. I don't even know how long it is. I haven't even been watching the trailers. I just saw like the initial trailer, so I'm going into it completely blind. If you want to come by and watch that, be my guest. I'll enjoy it. But the next Crash Bandicoot Bandilocke might be next week, depending on how long it takes me to do the Splatoon Raider stuff. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, remember to be a legend and have a great night.